Hello. Hi everyone. I hope the title updated. It keeps giving me an error, and I think it didn't update properly, so if it still says Onyx, then I'm sorry. But it should have updated. Like, I've tried like 4 times. At this point here, I'm just gonna start the stream. That should be in the water, animal cruelty. My bad, bro. I was watching a VOD earlier. I feel like I'm getting 2 streams in one day. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you feel that way. I am super, super happy about that. Alex is putting a liquid or a solid. These are really interesting questions. I would assume it's a solid. Why would pudding be a liquid? Orange board? I don't know. What do you guys think? Dude, my hair is fluffy today. I kind of like it. I kind of like how fluffy it is. I gave myself a shave and I washed my hair. It was getting kind of greasy. I was looking hella fit today. That tight black shirt, bro. You've been curling copper mantas? Excuse me? No, I have not. I only have 1 copper manta. Well, technically I have 2, but one's in me being sent off soon. Where's my coffee? I need caffeine. It's been a morning. Bro, you probably know that already. Damn Metallics. Bro, you were visible a lot in the new mode. Musing. Oh, I didn't watch it yet. I honestly have been focused on my work today. So that included, I edited a whole video today, which I haven't even put up. I recorded a TikTok, short form video. I did some editing. And then I cleaned, and then I just made everything a mess again. So Twitch removed 4K from my region. Oh shoot, did I forget to put it back to 4K? Is it working 4K for some people?
Hello, looking so nice, Mr. Alex.
Keyboard, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the 41 months. It's here, perfect. Okay, I don't have to check. Thank you, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm trying something new. I like the accent light in the back of the stream. Also, if my voice seems a little bit shaky today, it's because it is. But I'm liking a little accent light in the back. I think it gives the stream some character. And I might do one more, because I have one more, but I've been liking the Solaris a lot. In fact, I just need to flash it. Oh, not flash it. I need to change the key bindings, and I need to do that. So I like the light. Okay, I might actually have to put up a poll. Real note here. I might have to put up a poll saying which regions are disabled or really have to dive deep. If it's not worth keeping 4K anymore, I might just go back to 1080p. So, love the light thing. Thank you. They're Godox ones. I had a gift card to a camera store and I used it on those. So, I was looking for your Switch modding tutorial on YouTube and caught your coffee making vid. Oh, the one of me pouring coffee, like the short form video? Ah, thanks, man. Damn, I have to go watch that Matthew and Cena video later. Mine is region locked 4K not available. That sucks. Okay, maybe I have to fix that. I dislike that entirely. I dislike that a lot. That is not fair and not fun. Those lights are not cheap. Yeah, dude. Okay. On that note, I don't know. I mean, these are great. Honestly, I've been using them for a bunch of projects, but they're not that great. They're just out, they're not game, I wouldn't say they're definitively game changing, but for the price that they want for these things, unless I got it on sale, plus I had the $200 gift card, so I think I still spent $180 or some shit like that, but it was not, I wouldn't spend $200 on those. I don't need them for everything. Oh, let me switch back to this actually. Twitch did a blog post about 2K and 4K streaming recently? Bro, it's probably my fault, huh? Do you guys think it's my fault? Because I was streaming at 4K for so long before everyone else knew it. Saw you get confused by my username. I know, I was 41 months and I have never seen this username before. This guy is
Sweet
sneaky.
8 months.
So it's Rad. Okay, you're Ratty. Okay. Yeah, I was I have never seen Keyborak. I can't even pronounce it right now. Keyboratix. I've never seen this name, and I don't want to say I forget because that's just rude at that point. I'm how did this guy sneak by for 41 months? Bought the Neo Ergo after seeing your last stream. Should be arriving soon. Hell yes. What switches are you putting in that bad boy? Also, Sean with the tier 2. Thank you, man. Thank you. When is the Ori scheduled for again? I will tell you. I don't remember. Actually, today's build, guys, is sick. Well, I shouldn't say sick. It is a good price, and I think we're going to like it. I'm hoping it sounds nice. June 2nd. So literally in like 3 or 4 days. You'll be trying Franken switchings for each board in the future. It's on my list. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. Oh, I got dust on my shoulder. Oh, whatever. I got dust all over my shirt. Oh, well. I was moving things around, and this is what happens, I suppose. Keygeek X MZ Y3s. Nice. Honestly, that's a good one. That is a good one there. A preemptive good competition price point wise to the Agar? No, okay, actually, we'll jump right into the board and we'll chit-chat while we build it, because I think it should be like a pretty normal length stream today. So, this is the Rin60. The Rin60 is... Actually, what was the price? $220 USD? It is a board from Kibu, which I like Kibu quality. Kibu's always been great. It's a board from Kibu. It's a 60% board. It's made of aluminum. It's a leaf spring top mount or just a standard top mount depending on the plates. You'll have 3 different plates to choose from, and it is based off of Shima Rin, which is based off of, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Eurocamp? Euricamp? Eurocamp, which is a manga. And I am not familiar with it at all. Like, I don't partake in reading anything really other than manuals sometimes. Is it an anime as well? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a manga. Oh, maybe it is an anime. What is reading? This is what I'm saying, bro. How does one read? But yeah, it's based off of that, which apparently is pretty popular. I did some research beforehand. I guess it is. It's called Laid Back Camp. Oh, cool. So that's what it's based off of. The price point is $220. It comes in a few different colors with a lot of different options how to customize.
Good evening, Alex.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? So real nice. Real nice. I think the most attractive thing about this is we're finally seeing, which is kind of a relief to me, we're finally seeing a Kibu board under $250, which I vibe with. I'm gonna pull it out here too. Just give me 1 second. It does come in either solder or hot swap. The compatibility on those are pretty good as well. Even the hot swap has, I'd say, a decent amount of stuff. It is gonna be a fixed bottom row because the bottom row has to compensate for HHKB because there is HHKB units of this available. But price point's pretty nice. The Cinque better get a second drop, man. Better. So it comes in this hard shell case. Let's actually move this keyboard here. Yeah, dude, the Rin. I've been itching to build this. Comes in this guy. The stabs are not with it. Just put in there. We have our PCB. Alex, when is pre-order or group buy? Oh, for this board, I have the date for you guys. They literally sent me the date with some information recently. So the date should be Wednesday, June 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern. So pretty soon. I just spent over $100 on stabs, and it's not even going to be enough for all the boards I've come in. Which stabs did you end up going with? Kill Switch, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Hello.
Let's see. How does this board look? Just so you guys know, this is not my board to keep. As per usual, I just like looking at Kibu's stuff. And I believe this might be, is this Sakula's board? I don't know whose board this is. Might be Fuyu's board. I'm not sure whose board this is, but it's someone's board. That is nice. Nice color. Kind of has that aqua kind of color going to it, but I think this is classified as Prussian blue. It comes in, I would have loved to see orange. It comes in Prussian blue, orange, wine red, not my favorite, raw, which the raw one is kind of my favorite. And then it either comes in a WinKey or HHKB format. I would have loved to see the raw one today. And then the weight can also be raw. So you can pick an unfinished weight or the sandblasted weight. I'm happy, hear me out, I'm kind of happy there's no PVD finish. Also, why is this open? I'm happy there's no PVD finish this time around. I think they made good choices for everything here, with the exception of wine red. I don't know why, I'm so sick of that particular color. No WinKey list for this, no. Is the bottom a different blue? No, it is not. It might be the angle of which my light's hitting this maybe, but it is, I would say, perfectly color matched almost. Yeah, pretty close. This blue will go so well with orange, actually. Yeah, actually it will. Cool. The price point is still what captivates me here, $220. So what do we get for $220 here aesthetically? We have a box on wedge. I would say this is, oh man, look at that front height already. Jeez, that looks low. Box on wedge with a nice seam, and then it also has kind of like a little kick over here, which I think adds some character to it, the box and wedge. Nothing new, like I've definitely seen this kind of design before, but I do appreciate a nice seam on a board. When they can really put the seam and really add it to the board here, it looks good. Recessed USB-C cable, very flat back over here, so we're cutting some costs, obviously. The weight with a bit of a bevel around it. Cool. Ano looks good. We have our plate. Plate has a nice finish too. And you can see, actually, I guess the weight is different from this cover on the inside, which, you know what? For what it's worth, that is pretty nice. Actually, yeah, it has an outer weight and an inner weight. I didn't even realize it had that. That is actually pretty sick for the price point. Also, I don't even have to measure the front height because they have it listed. 16.5? That is nice. 16.5 front height with an effective front height of, well, to key height is 22.2 mil, so great. And then it's a roughly 1.4 kilos built with a 7.8 degree typing angle. Okay. Dude, this is everything I like in a board. And then we have leaf spring top as our main mounting system and only mounting system with the aluminum plate. If we had the other plates, you'd be able to do just regular top mount. Double weight for 220, super low front height. This is hitting right. It is. Kibu. Kibu is the vendor. You know what's crazy too is like I appreciate this color. Not my first color choice with this particular board. Probably would have went with orange or unfinished. This might be a pickup. Yeah, like 220 is really good for something like this. Cause like I kind of, hear me out. Like I love Kibu. I've worked with them for a while now and I have nothing but respect for what they do. But normally Kibu's prices are on the higher side, which I usually understand. Honestly, if they told me this was $320 today or $330, I would have been like, all right, $220? Let me triple check the price here. Yeah, $220 roughly. It translates to $219.34 USD right now, but it's not bad. Price seems to be reasonable. Yeah, like, is there a caveat here that I'm missing? Oops, I opened up Safari by accident. Am I missing the fact that this doesn't come with something, or info page? Let's go to the info page quick. No, it just says $220, man. It does look like there's fixed shipping prices, which the shipping prices will translate to. Okay, the shipping prices are about $50. I mean, to be honest though, I don't really like. That's pretty normal in the keyboard world. But there is two different vendors, being Key Dispensary and Kibu. It's actually, as well as TypoWorks. I can't forget Taiwan. TypoWorks is also vendoring this too. This is prepaid tariffs as well. Yes, with the exception of 3 regions. What were they? Like Alaska? Hold on one second. Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, Hawaii and Guam, and Alaska. So those particular places don't have pre-done tariffs. I don't exactly understand why, but that's not for me to understand. No, this will be a group buy. This will indeed be a group buy, as far as I know. The lead time is about Q3 to Q4 2025. All right, let's take a look at the PCB today. And then we'll go more into detail about the engraving on the back of the weight too. All right, PCB looking nice. We have some silk screen on it on the front. I was about to say, did this not have a daughter board with it? And then the daughter board's already installed there. So this is the solder PCB. Lots of options here. Again, we have the fixed bottom row because it has to be a fixed bottom row for this. No complaints. None. Like, I think this is a good PCB. Hell, it even looks like potentially you could use this PCB for an O-ring mount if you had another board compatible with it. Nice. It's nice to have PCBs like this just in case you use them for something else, but cool. Fun PCB. And then here is the engraving again on the back if you guys want to see it. I have no affinity to this character. So this is not something I am very well versed in, but again, this is a character of Eurocamp, my goat. Am I pronouncing it right? Why 2 cutouts for the spacebar stab? Does it support an 8U stab as well as a 7U? It looks like... Is that considered a 10U stab? Is this 10U compatible? Let me triple check the compatibility. It doesn't even say. Okay, it doesn't say. Just so you guys know, it doesn't show on the PCB supported layouts. 8U stab is OG for... okay, so... But does the plate even have the cutout for that? No. So it does look like this particular project doesn't support the 10U. The PCB does. The PCB is probably... I don't want to use the word recycled, but it probably is something of a universal PCB in quotations, which is, by the way, I actually prefer that. The PCBs from another board? Okay. Is this going to be the final PCB then for you? Or is this kind of just like a demo PCB? Universal PCB should be the way. I agree. Might also be why the costs were able to be cut. You know what? I kind of want to take a step back here. Demo PCB, the PCB looks like the Notion page one. Oh, there was a Notion page PCB? Let's see. Thank you, Slothy. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Oh, the PCBs are here. Let me show you guys my screen. 1 second. I will show you guys what I'm looking at here. This is actually pretty cool. Oh, well, that is a little off. But yeah, that's the PCB. I don't know why it's not. That's actually kind of cuter. Either way, it looks like we're pretty much getting everything the same. And also those little cutouts on the side too. So it does look like this might even be compatible with an O-ring build. Is this O-ring compatible? It didn't say, did it? I wonder if it could be, because it does have like little standoffs. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not O-ring compatible. Interesting. Oh no, it hasn't started yet. It starts on June 4th. All right. Let's zoom back out here. And let's start preparing our stabilizers. Sorry for steering off topic, but I don't know if you saw Elden Ring Night Rain is out. I know. Guys, I am wanting to play that game so bad. I haven't purchased it yet. I want to play video games so badly right now. So nice. God, thank you so much for the Prime, bro. I appreciate it. I can't. If I'm being real with you guys, I am so overloaded with work. This week in particular, it's normal next week and normal the week after. I'm so overloaded with work that I don't think I'll have the time to play anything. I might try to squeeze on some games tonight and fill the void, but it won't be anything new. It'll be like maybe a run in Escape from Tarkov, or a match of TFT or something, or a match of Overwatch. Perfect birthday present? Oh, for this board here, you mean, Sivas? Or do you mean the game itself? Tempted by this and the Lila to fill out a few 60s in the collection? Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I don't want to steer you guys into buying stuff just based off of this right now, so let's build it. I can already tell you I'm probably going to like the plastic plates more. My personal preference, and what I find a lot of people enjoy, is plastic plates mixed with the top mount system. But I can already tell you this looks like it's a pretty solid board. And from everything Kibu's ever done, they do a lot of top mount at Kibu. Well, they run a lot of top mount. I shouldn't say they do a lot of top mount, but usually I like their top mount stuff. It's usually pretty solid. But again, with everything, guys, be financially responsible, please. I beg you. So, ooh, piece of hair in my eye. The type of game I ended up playing all night and hate myself the next 2 days. That's what happened with me in Elden Ring, bro. Fuyu, is this your board, or is this Sakula's, or if so, how would you like me to build it? You know, we never talk about that, ever, about how you guys would like me to build it, but I'm assuming we're going to build it with split backspace. I'm assuming, I guess. Sakula's board? Okay, then he's probably wanting split backspace. Okay, perfect. So we got to do 3 stabs today. Build it like a keyboard? Damn. Thanks, Elkwon. Lose Elkwon guy. Yeah, dude. When I played Elden Ring for the first time, that was one of the few games that I feel like I got sucked into, and I literally stopped doing work to play the game. Because my day today I started a little late. Normally I started around 7:30. Today I started around 8:40. I was really tired. But today I am working all the way up until probably for the next 2 hours after this, after stream. Because I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see Mike's announcement on Novel Keys? Did you guys see that? Yeah. If you guys haven't seen Mike's announcement, there is... How many sets was it again? 110, or was it more? Actually, let me see. I have all the details. 1 second. I feel like... Was it 220? God, I 50%ed that. 220 GMK sets will be up for pre-order. Here, let me just read you guys the announcement. Let me go to it. About Tree Fitty, honestly. So, there's going to be 220 variants. It's a GMK leftover event. The definitive, as I called it to Mike yesterday. The definitive event. Here, let me read them to you guys. Fuck, I don't know if I have the stamina for this, but there's going to be tons of things. They're limited quantity. Pre-orders will start tomorrow at 10 a.m. They're going to end on June 2nd. Fulfillment will be about July. Again, limited quantity. There's going to be $99 kits, $100... Like, there's going to be all the way up to $150 kits, as well as child kits. But we're going to get stuff like Firefly, Pharaoh, Zen Pond, Darling Round 1, Tiramisu, Stargaze, Cubed, Chaos Theory, Galaxy, Villanelle, Florist, which I kind of want, Astral Light, Abyssal, Fox, Hazakura, Indigo, Lazarite, Manta, Moonlight. Wait, there's a set called Manta? Rouge, Seafarer, Universe 1520, Boulder, Classic Arabic, Coral R2, Cream Matcha. I'm only reading a few of them. I'm skipping, by the way. Monarch, Monochrome, Nightlight, Panda, Reforge, Retrowave, Shadow Hungle, Shadow Latin, Zimmo. I don't even know what Zimmo is. Mudbeam I might pick up too. Phantom R2, Zoodit, Nuke Data, Grishon, MTNU Granite. So, dude, there's tons of fucking shit here, dude. And there's also child kits in case you guys want those too. So this is a Grand Prix. Is Grand Prix here? I don't think I saw Grand Prix, actually. I feel like there's more on this, man. I feel like this is only some of them. Like, yeah, I don't think this is all the sets, by the way. I'm pretty sure there's more than this. I feel like there's a little bit more that Mike's not listing on here. The announcement is in Novel Keys Discord. It's insane. So there's no way there's 220 in that post? No, there's none. There's not. But dude, it's insane how many keycap sets are being released tomorrow. It's insane. So this morning I started doing the email for it. Although emails, people don't really give a shit about emails anymore. I feel like Discord's where it's at these days. But why is the announcement so close to the event date? We literally figured this out like 3 or 4 days ago, guys. Like, this was something we kind of like slapped together just because we're doing it ASAP Rocky. So this is not something that we planned out for months and weeks. This is something that we were just like, we need to run this now. So funny thing is, there are people who complain that they have to use Discord for updates. I know. I still send out the emails. I'm in charge of the emails. I send them out every time on time. I actually send emails faster than I send Discord messages. However, even if I set an email to launch at 10 a.m., it never actually sends at 10. It staggers things. It's the email client that's at fault for that. I still send out my email updates to you guys, man. Child kits are like the novelties and stuff. Yeah, there. Bear gave you guys a tidbit of it. You clearly send those emails faster than you respond to DMs. Dude, why is Anit flaming me right now, bro? What'd I do to Anit? See you, Keep Science. See you soon. What'd I do to him? Have I tried the NK denim? Yes. I didn't like it as much as I like the Corkies, both visually and just texture-wise. But hey, dude, some people really like that stuff. It just was a little different for me. I didn't quite love it. All right, let's put some lube on these things here. But yeah, I'm also like, listen, I'm not pulling any I work at Novel Keys, Mike, please put me aside sets. I'm going to try to get 1 or 2 sets as well. This is like a once in a, I hate to use the word lifetime. I feel yucky saying that, but it kind of feels like a once in a lifetime in the hobby kind of event. Because I don't think we're ever going to get this again. This is like leftovers from GMK. So I'm also going to just be refreshing the screen and try to get 1 or 2. Maybe just 1. I don't think I'm going to go for 2. Once in a blue moon has a nicer ring. Yeah, once in a blue moon event maybe is a better way to do it. I'm happy that I don't feel like I need anything. I mean, guys, and like I always say, practice financial responsibility. If you guys want like 4 things on the list, maybe pick 1, you know what I mean? I'm only going to pick 1 as well. There's no way I can financially burden myself with more than 1. We might get it since a lot of stock comes from vendors that Exit Scam closed down. So, well, some of these sets have already run like before Exit Scams and stuff. So this is like extras, and I'm certain that there's only like a handful of each. But yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Tomorrow's drop followed by Key Machine 004 on Monday and F1 on Tuesday. I should forget about money for a while. Well, the new Key Machine drop, people already unfortunately leaked it. Kind of not fun, but whatever. But the new Key Machine drop is pretty cool. The details for the sale is, you know, can I just link this? You probably will have to join this Discord, but does this work? I hope this works. Try clicking that. If you're in the Novel Keys Discord, it should just like auto-populate. The new Key Machine release is coming soon too. You have to join because they have oh yeah, I set up a verify role. But yeah, it should just, if you join, it should just like auto bring you there. But I mean, I can't stress it. I really think Discord's great for news updates for things. A little bit more manageable than emails for me, at least. I hate my emails. It better not be a TKL because I have a little money left over. If you guys haven't been spoiled already, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's a pretty cool release. Hydrate? I don't have water. I drank a lot of water today, so be amazed. I'm just drinking some coffee right now. Himagine004. Thank you, Conan. That is the one. You know, I've never asked Sakula what he thinks of the boards I put together for him. I wonder if he likes them. I'm assuming Sakula does, because I get them sent to me. I hope so. Hi, Jedi. How you doing? Also, thank you guys for subbing and just being here, by the way. I love you guys. Thank you. Who doesn't? Thank you, Annette. What did I miss? We were talking about that huge novelty sale tomorrow. A rare Annette glaze? So true, dude. So rare. These are night stabs, right? Okay, so we're just doing 205 on these. We love you, Mustache Man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. It has been raining like crazy the last few days. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to do a whole bunch of stuff where I have to run outside for stuff, and I really don't feel like getting myself soaking wet. So I'm hoping for a break in the rain tomorrow. Really hoping we get a little break so I can run some errands and deliver some packages. I'm getting a silver gray combo F1. I do wish I had my money back from Oblo but it seems to take a while. Oh, what happened with Oblo? I used Night V3 stabs on my Neo 65. They were perfect without the syringe mod. Yeah, you really don't need to do mods for these. Like, this is just, you lube them once and it should be good. It's very rare that I've even had to touch these up with the syringe. I still recommend buying a syringe, though. If you have one on hand, it's always a good thing. Oh, I mean, that's nice. That's cool that you won the keyboard, too. That is cool, KB. Which one was it? You can build me a snake with 2 Lego pieces and I'd love it. Thank you, Zane. I appreciate that. Morning, Alex. Ever had breakfast at 2:30 in the morning? No, that's me right now, trying to fix my schedule. Dude, I have never had breakfast at 2:30. The earliest I've ever woken up for anything is probably around 4 o'clock in the morning. That is probably the earliest I've had something to eat. And that's usually when I have to go out somewhere. Guys, I'm a morning person. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I know it feels like the lamest thing to say. I love the mornings. I love waking up. I like hearing the birds. You know, this has always been me. I've always loved this. I like hearing the birds. I like the sun pouring in from the sunrise. I love just sitting there with a cup of coffee or whatever drink I have and eating cereal. I've always loved it. I think it's amazing. I do like nights as well, but I do think my mornings they make me really happy. There's something special about them. It feels very, like, relaxing. You also love squirrels banging on your windows? Dude, the squirrels in my area are fucking crazy. Being awake during the sunrise is so nice. Yeah. I've just always felt like better. Come on. All right. If you love your wallets and squirrels, you should be looking at a squallet. What is that? What's a squallet? What is that something new? Do I need to look that up? I'm kind of scared to look that up. It's like a wallet made of squirrels or something. Trying to become a morning person again. It's been a long while. It's so good feeling, bro. Do it up. If you can, do it up. Let's do one stab at a time here. A squall is literally a squirrel wallet. Oh, God. Where do you even find one of those? I ordered a 20-pack of HMX switches to try off Lumen Keys recently, and I tried them all today. What'd you think? KBD Fans display is awesome. I'm super tempted to buy one, even though I don't have artisans. I love it. Like, the thing is, though, Jedi, here's the thing, right? I have a feeling people are going to buy the KBD Fans, the Bliss Artisan tray, and then get sucked into Artisans, bro. Because, like, I hate to admit this. This morning, I messaged S-Craft being like, when's the next Pokemon drop? I need 3 more to fill this in. And they're like, we're not, like, they're, and like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to spend $100 on 3 Pokemon Artisans. And then I'm like, man, I haven't spent money on Artisans in a long time. This thing made me want to spend money on Artisans again. So, it's dangerous, is what I'm trying to say, long story short. It's hella dangerous. Just finished modding my Milky Yellows. I see why they're goated. Hell yes. How'd you mod them? They are indeed super fucking goated, dude. I thought I had the Dragonair one. See, the thing is, I think I might have one more on another board somewhere. I just need to go find what board it's on. Oops. Driving at night is pretty fun, man. Good time for reflections and contemplation. See, that's my mornings. I feel like we're all a little different, right? I feel like mornings, I sit there and I reflect a lot. I did that a little bit this morning because, like, I got out of bed at around 8:20, but I didn't start working until, like, 8:45-ish. And for 20 or 30 minutes when I was making coffee, I was just thinking about my day and the day before and stuff, so... I got some of those Unikeys long pull Milky Yellows yesterday. They're nice, neat films, though. You did like them, though? I still need to try those, too. The one thing I'm noticing, though, if you guys want some self-reflection on myself here, voiced out loud, I assume. I don't really know how to word this, but one thing I've noticed about myself recently is I need quiet time. I feel like when I can sit there by myself with no outside voices telling me anything, whether it's like a nice thing or a bad thing, just anything, like I need time to myself, and that's how I operate better for the whole entire day. So I've really been noticing that recently because, like, I love talking to people, I love being social. But I think I've realized now that if I'm too social, it puts me in a bit of a grumpy mood, which is not fun for anyone. So I'm trying to get better with that. And this includes, like, just hopping onto Discord to talk to people. Like, as much as I love it, I love doing it. It's so much fun. The voice is telling me to rob banks, huh? Huh? What are they doing? What Key Geek switches are the deepest? Or, sorry, HMX switches? Deepest, I'm actually not sure from HMX. What would be the deepest? As a baby kangaroo V2 user, a bunch of HMX switches are too light, but my top tier was HMX Jelly, Clouds, and HMX X80 Retros. Oh, those are nice too, the KD200s. All those film ones were super nice. Are the Sunset Gleam ones deep? I don't remember them being deep. Being social is exhausting even if you're good at it. You need to recharge the batteries from time to time. Yeah, man. If you guys have noticed, the last few days I've definitely felt a lot better talking. You know why? Because I've been doing exactly what I've been telling you guys as well. I've just been trying to make sure I don't go overboard and be too social up till streams. Quiet time is precious, dude. It is so important. I'm telling you. This time from work, how's it going? I'm doing good, Baron. I saw your message today, man. We'll keep in mind for the build on Sunday. The Fuji ones from HMX were deep. I still feel like if you want to go deep, you go Key Geek. All right. So let's get the plate out of here now, too. I work as a supervisor, so anytime I'm not dealing with people is incredible. Oh, man. Dude, when I worked retail... I mean, dude, honestly, you know what's crazy? Working retail was actually really rewarding to me. Like, I loved it. You know the one job that I had in my life where I felt like the social aspect of it, I thought would be the best, but it actually ended up being the worst? It's when I did photography. That actually was the worst socially. I hated talking to people. Because it was a lot of telling me what to do and how to take the pictures which would drive me up the walls. And then it was a lot of like talent that we shot with, kind of limiting like what I can do too. Like if I took a photo that I was instructed to do by the people in charge, if the talent had something to say about it, it was like this whole thing where it's like they ended up having the final say when they shouldn't have. So it made jobs really, really tiresome and really difficult. And there was some stuff like we couldn't even control. And there was just so many other aspects of photography and just like working with random people that I just couldn't deal with it. Like I kind of hated it, to be honest. I don't know if I'd ever do that again. The talent in quotations. I ordered a Starry Night titanium keycap from Etsy. Oh, nice. Etsy has some interesting things. You gotta be a little careful with Etsy though. Sometimes they drop ship stuff. Bro, if people were reasonable, retail would be great. You will always get that in retail though. That is unavoidable. But I found retail to be very rewarding, and I learned a lot of skills. I would almost say that retail almost broke me out of my shell a little bit too. Made me a little bit more confident approaching people. Did you try new GAT Ink V2 Pros? I feel like I might have. I don't really love GAT Ink switches. I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of been a certified GAT Ink, not hater, but someone who just thinks they're mid for the beginning of time, so never really been into GAT Inks. So these two are in the middle, and these are the rest of the screws. Retail has definitely made me more extroverted. It's also made my entire body and soul incredibly straight to caffeine through... Yeah, dude. When I worked retail, caffeine was everything. All I ever had was caffeine, man. Gotta be a little careful with that, though. All right, so here are the internals. So it does look like there's some ano hook marks, which is kind of a rarity. I feel like I don't really see ano hook marks all that often. Although, realistically, these ano hook... I mean, that makes sense. Shouldn't really be here, but I mean, it's an internal ano hook mark. I usually think that's fair game. What else do we got here? We have some alignment sections, and then we have 5 mounting points, and these are leaf springs, so a little bit separated here, which is actually good. Still away from the space bar, which is nice to see on top mounts. So let's take out our screws here, and let's start building it up. No, this is the Manta. Retail has also made me more extroverted, but I've been getting crazy annoyed with customers lately. There are some people who push buttons. I can tell you guys about many stories about people who pushed my buttons. But I think the resilience to blowing up is another feat of strength that you'll get from that kind of job too, so... It really is. I can promise you that the customer is not always right. Yep. It's just top mount. There's 2 different types of plates. Technically 3. What am I doing? Let me just show you on this one here. This one here, the aluminum one, has the flexes, the relief cuts, which makes this the spring, leaf spring mount. Then the polycarbonate one will have the full tabs, and same with the other plastic plate, but you can't really, like, it doesn't really matter for those ones there, so. Guys, let me get some water. I'm kind of, the coffee is hitting, but I also need some liquids here, some hydration, other than caffeine. So give me 1 second, please. Someone raided me? Hold on. Oh. Who was that, Marcia? Oh my god, hi Marcia. It's cool, I would too. He's pissing. No, I got water. I was thirsty. Assless crew? Huh? Who's assless? Hello Marcia, how you doing? How was your stream? What'd you guys do tonight? Apiary crashes out over Alex. What's this?
Alex, I have beef with you. No,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
not your fault is the thing. I have beef with you for being so charismatic.
Oh,
that
shit.
every fucking keyboard is now designed to your specific preferences.
It's true.
Alex, fuck you.
It's true.
Fuck you
Actually,
for being nice and lovable and likable, because this shit is ass. Not
It is
this
ass.
shit, but like only having one sound profile. I'm so tired of clacky builds. I know Alex finds stock exhausting after a while. That's fine. I find clacky like, can we, like, what do I actually have to try to make content to make people to stop doing this? Seriously, what bribery? I will send you cookies. I will send you cookies if you design a keyboard not specifically to Alex's preferences. I'm not like, what bribery? What bribery do I have?
listen, Marcia. It's taking me many years to get here. It's taking me many years so people can finally appreciate this. So, I'll take cookies, and we'll talk about what sound you want. I'll take cookies though. I'll do that. What kind of cookies are we talking about? What kind? Honestly, Marcia crashing out like that kind of reminds me about every person on YouTube who's like, why didn't you use the foam? That's basically what it reminds me of. The kind you ghost. Oh my god, in December? When did I ghost you in December? Apiary cookies are 11 to 10? Hell yeah. Okay, I'll take some cookies. Alex, did you shave? I did. I needed to. I was getting ingrown hairs. Make a request? Oh, hell yes. Actually, Marcia will be on the list for, if you guys want to know, the list for the streamers for Manta, if Marcia wants. I think I've already talked to her about it, but she's on the list to do the Manta as well. Guys, I don't know when we're doing the pre-order for the Mantas and the group buys for the Mantas, but when it gets closer, we'll start sending them out to people. I don't really have a date for you guys yet, so we're still working on that. Mission Manta, make Manta Thok. Technically, you could. The only thing is you can't really use much foam in the Manta physically. Like, you can't put much. It's restricted. No, I wish I could say it was by design, but it really wasn't. That's okay, Alex? Marcia gonna hate Manta? I'll send Marcia some switches that I think will pair well so she won't have to deal with Clacky. Alright, let's put some switches in this bad boy. Alex, joining a bit late. How much is this board going to be? Can I see the weight? Of course. This board is going to be $220. It is a fantastic price point from Kibu. I am very proud of them. Let's get the screws out of the way. Here is the weight of the keyboard. Let me just kind of like separate these. Very, very nice. Center unlubed MX2As. Actually, you know what? I think, honestly, like, not even memeing and stuff, I think Marcia would really like the new Key Geek stuff. I feel like it's a different sound profile compared to what we normally usually, like, build here. I really think she'd like it. I think she'd love that stuff. I'll check them out. Yeah, like, hold on, let me show Marcia. This is an O-ring build. But, like, listen to the Key Geek switches on this. I'd say it's much different. I don't know. I feel like they're way different. They're pretty deep. Yeah, the little ghosts are pretty incredible too, but those were the Blue Cheese V2s. it's not... Pin is being a little annoying right now. There we go, got it. Did you guys give up on this combo? What combo are we doing again with the patinaed weight? Oh geez, I don't remember now. I thought we were still doing a patinaed weight. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember all the color combos we're doing. I just remember the ones I got here. We were never finally decided until recently, so. My fave switch right now is probably the W1 Black Diamonds. Hold on to those. They're never rerunning, unfortunately. Very, very unfortunate. Is this the HHKB version? Yes, it is. I tried the lighter version of the Cheese V1s today and didn't like them, unfortunately. The Cheese V1s and V2s are very different, IMO. Very, very different. I still feel like you need to hand lube those as well. You really do. Deep Boys? Actually, I wonder if Marcia's set Noir is going to be on that giant list of extras tomorrow, too. I'm very curious. Hopefully you will build a Venom PCB soon in the future. I was supposed to, and then it got canceled for now. It was literally supposed to be sometime in the beginning of June, but it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back again, and then they told me never mind for the project, so. Unfortunate. Not familiar with the W1 switches. What's good about them? Well, the diamond switches was just like, I don't know, they had like a really unique shape to them. Like they looked cool, and then also they had a pretty, I would say like a pretty full long pole sound signature. Unfortunately though, they're not going to be running anymore, which is a bit of a shame. Please don't tell anyone else. Need my Pharaoh. I wonder how many of each set there is. I wonder if I can extract that information afterwards. Novelkey said my set would not have extras, so some people went and got the second-hand set, and then it ended up being on the list. Which set was that? You know what, though? I have a feeling that wasn't Novelkey's doing. This is mainly from GMK. So, GMK had literally all the extras here. Is the Rin60 going to be raffled? As far as I know, no. Let me triple check. But as far as I know, this is just a standard unlimited public group buy. Hey Alex, I'm picking up an Orbit 65. Very nice. With all the different plate options, you will have a unique build with... Sorry, you have a unique build you would recommend, or any? Do I have any unique builds I'd recommend? I personally really liked the Orbit. I mean, if you can get any nice full sounding switch, for sure. I kind of low key think Obscuras are kind of like a cheat code in that board as well. So maybe Obscuras would be kind of cool. Or cream sodas. Dude, I would maybe say maybe those new Key Geek switches would sound real nice. Other than that, your standards like Cherry and Gatoron Milky Yellows are always a pleasure to use. This looks really nice, but 60s aren't my thing. Totally fair. We all have our preferences for sure. I did Abyssal? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, then that's probably from GMK Extras. They probably found stuff and then told Novelkeys. I mean, how cool is that though, right? That's always kind of fun to see your sets pop up like that. Bent the pin. Oh boy. Gotta love cherry switches for that. Hey Alex, are your mode switches just recolored Obscuras? Yes, and also no. They feature a unique spring. When we were thinking about doing a collaboration switch, I said my my requirement is we need to do something fun for the spring, and that is what we did. So I'll pair the Venom65 with the Orbit soon. I kind of want to do that with one of my Orbits. I think that'd be really fun. I say one of, but just my Orbit. I gave one away. How is the spring unique? It is a different spring, and it was custom made specifically for that particular switch. So you're getting a pretty nice, pretty good tolerance as well. Like it's within the standard spec of aftermarket springs. So it's just done for that particular switch, is what I'm trying to say. You can't really go and buy those springs elsewhere. But I'm sure they're easy to find in a very similar fashion. Alright, so did I get everything here? Looks like it. Cool. I'm assuming we did the right layout because I had just enough switches. Let's flick on this, grab the iron. With how much you love Wuche's triple stage springs, could you consider using something similar for your granite switches? Actually, here, let me show you guys. I have some of the final granite switches here. While this iron warms up, let me show you guys what I put inside here. Where does my switch opener? Here it is. So these are the granite switches, and the spring that I ended up going with for these are not triple stage springs, because truth be told, you don't really notice too much of a difference. But they are a double stage spring. Nice, long double stage. They're supposed to be like a 53, but you know, when you have longer springs like this, they end up feeling a little heavier in theory. But yeah, these are completely custom done for this as well. So pretty cool. Pretty nice. Who up lubing their spring right now? What happened, Jen? Ad blocker? What happened? Don't ad block, please. I need my 3 cents of revenue. Are they the same springs from Wuche? No, they're not the same springs. That would be a really cool collab, huh? Where's the... Oh, here it is. Chat. What would be on Alex's quote bingo card? Are you guys making a bingo card again? Actually, you know what I found the other day? Back in like 2022, you guys made a PowerPoint birthday card for me. And I have it on my bookmarks, and I went through my bookmarks today to get rid of stuff, and I found that, and I was like kind of emotional looking at it. So it was really cute. But I have ad blocker on for what I watch lectures. Dude, I'm not judging. I was just joking around. But I get you. I'll keep it a buck. That one there or this one here. You know what else is really cute? You think Scrubs. I don't know. What's on my quote bingo card? I feel like I say just a smidge ever so slightly. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's see what this sounds like. Do I say that? Oh gosh. Would help if I turn this on, huh? They feel amazing, which they have even lighter ones. Dude, Bourbon, you like them? Hell yeah, dude. I'm telling you, bro, those are like V-springs. They're kind of low-key. I feel like they kind of went under the radar for so long because everyone kind of shits on Wuche. But they do make pretty baller springs and switches. Huh? A zany with the TTS? Speaking of bingo cards, what happened to the weekly Alex tier list segment? You want to know the honest truth, guys? Why I kind of had to tone it down with that? It's because we were running out of tier lists, and every week I was being asked to do more and more out there tier lists to stuff. Some stuff I didn't really agree with, so I kind of had to stop doing the tier list stuff. It was getting a little ridiculous. And I like being ridiculous, but I think there's a limit to being ridiculous too. I wouldn't say I'm like an overly serious kind of guy, but I recognize when some jokes can get a little hurtful, you know what I mean? You need a tier list for mods and put Jeff at the bottom? Damn. I wonder what Jeff would say. You know exactly the right tier list? Jeff would just laugh it off, probably. Save ridiculous for Tim's streams? Yeah, like, Tim would be the guy to do all those tier lists. Tim would be, like, the man for it, so... Put me in, coach. I'll do it. Tier list, tier list. Didn't we do a ridiculous one with Tim? And then, I don't know, Tim just makes more sense of ridiculousness. He's that kind of guy. Can't believe he's streaming again, dude. It's crazy. Even Matthew gets it. It's insane. Matthew, he knows what's up, bro. He watches the streams. He gets it. And he's also met Tim in real life. So he gets it, bro. He understands. Can't call him Tim at Streamless anymore? Big true. Now he's Tim Stream once in a blue moon. Whoa, Greg got blocked? It did. No Greg. Mods power trip in, run for the hills. Is it over Greg? Let's see what Blaze said. Greg tier list. It makes sense. Is there any technical reason why there are still keyboards today that are not hot swappable? Yeah. I mean, okay. I feel like some of this stuff may be up to interpretation, but you technically really can't do plateless builds with hot swap. Like, you can, but it's not really recommended. So right away, like, the plateless is, I'd say, encouraged with solder. You typically have more flexibility with layouts, just because sometimes hot swap sockets don't fit on the PCB in that sort of way. Like, you just can't position a whole bunch of sockets that way there, or it can cause problems. But depending on this. Some people, again, up to interpretation, may say that it sounds different. Like, hot swap versus solder could have a different sound profile. You know? So, up to interpretation. I'm not saying one's better than the other. And then I think, you know, there's also, like, to pause the music here for a second, there's also this other little bit of, you know, I feel like a solder build, me personally, like, I feel a bit more accomplished when I solder something together. Like, I feel like I've really committed to something and I finalized a project, and, you know, maybe this is a little bit pretentious or a little bit old school thinking, but for me, I kind of like this idea of being more intentional, and I've been really trying to work that into my life more, which is just doing things with intention. So even with photography, with, you know, how I build my keyboards and how I do even some of my other artwork, like, I try to do stuff intentionally, and I feel like when I solder something in, I'm forced to really think critically. So I kind of like that idea. And then once you kind of do all that stuff and you solder in and you get that, oh wow, this actually sounded good. You get this sense of, like, accomplishment because you've really committed to something. You know what I mean? So for me, I get that. That's the feeling I get as well. And it's not a feeling probably shared by everybody. It's probably, again, more of a personal thing, but I got something you can do with intention. Mods? Can someone get Insti under control? Other mods? Can someone redeem a hydrate for Insti? Ban Insty. Damn, and it was so quick to say that. That's crazy. Yeah, can we give that to Insty, please? What about Milmax? Milmax still has limitations. It's actually a little bit more limiting than regular Kale hot swap sockets. But it's a lot more... I mean, like, you technically are soldering things, so I feel like there is still some intention with layout. I still prefer Milmax. I don't want to use the word safer, but you know, it's a little bit more has more longevity, I think, in the long run using Milmax sockets versus Kale hot swap. Less prone to big problems. Damn, Insty timed out. Yeah, that's crazy. I want to learn to solder soon, but just to bring another step up to building, to get that full feeling of accomplishment. Not that I don't like building hotel anymore, or I guess you meant keyboards or hot swap rather. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. What are the limitations? Because I'm considering trying one in the future. Okay, here, I'll show you this. Might be a little tough now that I've soldered this in. Where's my little pointer? Where did I put it? Here it is. So, hear me out. Just try to like follow with me right now and imagine the keyboard was flipped over. So if I want to do split spacebar Milmax, let's just say I have an HHKB and it has the potential to do both. I have to choose between doing hot swap on the full backspace or split. I cannot do Milmax on all three of these. The reason being is because when I install the let me start over. The reason being is when I install the stabilizer, it's actually going to sit itself on the lip of the socket. Unfortunately, it wouldn't sit properly. So in this case here, I do have to decide, do I want to have a fixed hot swap split or a fixed hot swap full? It's a bit of a drawback. Like same thing goes with, for example, sometimes the larger space bars have keys that sit underneath the other ones, like over here. So it's a bit of an unfortunate thing. Like you're not going to get as much layout compatibility with Milmax, but there's a lot of upsides to Milmax as well. I don't think that's big of an issue other than PCBs coming Milmax from the factory. It's not really a big deal. Like you choose at the end of the day the layout you want. But if you did want more than one layout, unfortunately, like you're kind of stuck with one layout. Like you're not going to get another one or two out of that. Let's solder the rest of this guy in though. I'm currently using a DZ60 because I love having a split spacebar, allowing for a layer key between the two halves of the spacebar. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good reason to have the split there too. I'm looking for another 60% PCB that supports this layout. Ooh. Dude, I am not super caught up in who's selling PCBs like that nowadays. Who is? I don't know. Maybe chat can help us here, Crisp. Does anyone know any good 60% PCBs right now? I'm assuming more universal. Other than the DZ60? Or just keyboards, maybe? I'm not too sure. Waffling 60? Yeah, I'm a little... I haven't really looked for 60% universal PCBs in quite some time, so I unfortunately don't have a great answer for you. Waffling 60 is goat it? Well, there you go. Maybe that's something to look into. By the way, guys, I watched another few episodes of Shangri-La Frontier, and oh my god, so good. So good. Why is this over here? I need this here. One-up keyboards? Oh yeah, one-up keyboards might have a whole bunch of stuff too. Good point, good point. if you like Shangri-La Frontier, you should probably like... Oh, D, can you please DM me that? Because I'm going to forget. I would love for you to DM me that. Do me that solid. Because I would love to do another anime just like that. So far, I've been loving Shangri-La Frontier. Aren't non-hot swappable PCBs more limited in how many times you can change the switches? Oh, you know, I've never had a hot swap socket do that to me. The only time I've personally never had one wear out, and I use my stuff like pretty hardcore. I don't think it's 9 times. How much are hot swap sockets rated again for, guys? It's not 9, isn't it? Isn't it a lot more than that? Anyways, depending on how... Are non-hot swappable PCBs more limited? Oh, sorry, you're saying non-hot swap. My bad, I read that completely wrong. The answer to that is no. Again, I don't even know how many times you're going to be desoldering something, to be honest. NC makes a good point, depends on the manufacturer, but I've also desoldered shit like 7 or 8 times, and it's been like picture perfect. It really is your skill level desoldering things too. And even just soldering. For example, if you have the iron way too long on a soldering, like a solder pad, like, yeah, you're gonna like wear and tear your shit real quick. But if you know what you're doing, it can last a long time. As long as you're not doing a stupid high temp, you can usually keep stuff in good working condition. I agree with that from Cheese, man. I agree. Don't be holding a bunch of heat on the pad. Yeah. I solder at 330 right now, but my iron's kind of old. And I feel like my 330 is about 320 these days. I feel like I'm not getting that same temp I used to get out of it. All my boards are Milmax now. I feel like it's a good midway between everything. If the Milmax sockets are tighter, I find the sound quite comparable to a solder PCB. I agree with that completely. I'm finally getting into patina since your vids. The Orbit I'm just getting is a full copper. Hell yeah, it has been patinaed. The patina outcome, sorry, popped up there, was an aqua. Oh, I'd love to see that. Do you have pictures by any chance? Actually, another thing too, since we're done soldering right now. Another tip that I try to always bestow on to people, because I learned this the hard way over many trial and errors of keyboards, and you read about it, but you never really put it into practice, is when you're soldering, like you guys see me sometimes fiddling with things, you want to make sure, like, see how all the switches are flush to the PCB, or as close as they possibly can. You want to make sure that's happening. If that doesn't happen, you're leaving a gap for stuff to kind of almost just do things randomly underneath. Like sound will kind of change. Sometimes it even creates kind of a hollow, like empty sound signature if there's too much of a gap. But that also matters on how well your switches will sound. So I always recommend just making sure your stuff's flush to the PCB. A lot of people skip that. When I repair things, sometimes I see like big gaps between things, and it does matter. All right, I'd actually quickly wash my hands and we'll put this board together, shall we? Understandable. I also tend to have a hollow and empty sound signature when I have a big gap between meals. Bro, same, bro. Honestly, I understand that. What'd you guys have for dinner tonight? What'd you guys eat? I made popcorn last night. Oh my god, it was so good, guys. I love popcorn. Norse on this? Oh, Norse is the easy pick. Are we going the easy pick on this? Popcorn is not dinner? I don't remember what I had for dinner yesterday. I think we had fish. dude, pesto sauce is my weakness. I love pesto. Love pesto sauce, dude. Oh wait, top milk first. My mouth's watering right now. We had sweet and sour pork tonight with some noodles. Where's my screwdriver? I'm a big fan of sweet and sour pork. Pork dumplings, sauteed cauliflower, and a side of Alex plus chat. You know, cauliflower is actually not too bad. I used to kind of hate it, but we've been doing it different. I like it now. Monarchy material on this? That could look nice too. That's a really good point, actually. Chicken thighs on the Blackstone Korean barbecue style? Mmm, that does sound pretty cool. I do like the sound of that. I run a BBQ food truck. Hold up, Derbs. Hold up. I'm gonna read this next part real slow. I eat smoked ribs and smoked tri-tip like 4 nights out of 7. Derbs, how far you live away from me again? Can you like swing by my street? Derbs is living it right now, dude. How's the food truck? Is it going well? Is it doing okay? Dude, this guy's living the live. Yeah, he is living it. Chat, pull up. Yeah, what else do you have on the truck? I'm so curious, man. My best friend's the owner, and I'm in Idaho. Guys, how far is Idaho from Toronto? So I work for my best friend, so it's not bad. And bro, we've been so busy, it's been good. Love that for you guys. Derbs, do you have pictures? It's a 30-minute walk? Then he can come right over, bro. In fact, if you can do a late night run, I could use some ribs right now. Let's see. Let's plug this guy in. Alex will fly all of chat for BBQ. Huh? Guys, I'm not made of money. And it will fly everybody. Okay. We may have a small problem. I don't know if Fuyu is still in chat. The cable literally doesn't go all the way. I might have to leave this unplugged. This is not the right PCB, so maybe the correct PCB has you know, a little bit more, a little bit shimmied over to the right, but yeah, this is too short. It's either the cable's too short, which it doesn't seem like it is, because this is not going to go further anymore to the left. Classic Alex fumble? Okay there, buddy. Yeah, let's leave it unplugged. Okay. Oh well. I tried. Will it even fit right now? Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh well. It is what it is. Can't really, Alex and faulty PCBs? We'll never know if it's faulty. I need a Suse round 3 with new case design. Would it really be a round 3 then, though? It'd be kind of just a new Suse. It'd be like a V2, technically. Such a lovely blue. It's fun, yeah. I'm bummed. We can't plug it in. Oh well. I'm sure I don't have any long cables right now. Like, I'm all out of cables, but I'm sure Sakula has cables. The character on the bottom of this one here is Rin. The full name is, again, I'm not too familiar with this particular manga / anime. It's Shima Rin from Yuru Camp. So it is, I think the English name is Laid Back Camp. So this is not something I'm super familiar with, but this is the character it's based off of. It's pretty cute. It's a cute little illustration, although you always got to be careful doing things like this, because sometimes, even though these are based off of characters and, you know, it's fan art and whatever, sometimes people get a little upsetty spaghetti. If you guys want another look at the weight here. Cute. All right. What do we do? What's a lawsuit these days? Honestly, true. What do we do for keycaps? Also, I do like the bezel width on this. It's a nice, overall nice shape. Pretty basic, like I said. Going over it one more time. Side profile's nice. You know, you got this little kick in the weight or the bottom design here, which is again nothing new, but it still makes the keyboard look good. I think the low front height is awesome on this. Motosu Lake, since it's based off of Rin's scarf. Is it actually? Oh yeah, I think you're right. There is like a scarf. Shit, what do we pick here? Oh boy. Firefly would look nice. I mean, I'm down to do the Kikobo set if you guys want. Just know that we may still use a GMK spacebar just to double check. Alphas between Kikobo and GMK usually sound pretty close, but I'm down to do the Kikobo set. Now I gotta remember what keyboard this thing is on. Just give me a few minutes to figure out where I put this keyboard. It was the flip up one, I think. Let's see. Do I remember where I stuck it? Oh, right here. It's on the one with its own case. Actually, is it this way? No, it's this way. Now let me get the whole set. 1 second, guys. Black and white, I'm a simple man. Usually I am too. Damn. This is kind of a perfect color set for this, huh? Oh, it is. Alright, well, you guys win. You guys win on this. It's a really nice set. I hope they run this set again. I really do. The switches? These were NK Classics, I believe. Modern material concrete would be really nice on this too, with the color, just so it pops, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, I do like this combo already. This is looking cute. It is a really nice combo. It's not exactly the same color as the Anno, but it's close enough, man. Oh, Sakula, were you here for the cable? I didn't even notice you were here. Did you see the cable length? I can't plug in the keyboard, unfortunately. For whatever reason, the JST connector, I don't know if it's just because of this PCB, it's just too short. Like, I can't physically move the case to the left enough when it's plugged in. Oh, on the board I'm building now? No, these are cherry switches. It does look good, I gotta admit. Although I kind of want to use this scarf novelty somewhere. But you threw in the wrong JST? Ah, that's alright. All good, easy fix? Yeah, super easy fix. There's not enough pastel blue keycaps, sadly. Pastel blue? I think pastel sets are kind of tough to come by. I mean, you can usually find a lot of pastel stuff. It's just tough. Damn, this does look good. I'm liking this too much. I broke my stems on my Shoko spacebar? Oh no, how? On a keyboard? Osame does have stuff, but some people are a little divisive on the font and the size of the typeface too. Playing around with TX-AP top clips today. Did you make sure you clipped them all the way in? Dude, I was pushing so hard on those things. Have you played with them? No, I never played with them much afterwards. Honestly, I still think it's a... You know, in theory, like, maybe I don't... I'm kind of missing the point of that product. You know? Like, I guess I'm missing the point. I don't know. Like, I get they're supposed to be kind of a convenience thing. Yeah, stab wedges in general, like, I've never needed to use them. Like, never. So, I don't know. Beats me. I'm a little confused still. Peppa Bait keycap set? Which one's that one? Took all of these off and I shouldn't have. Okay, where's the scarf novelty? Was there a scarf novelty? I thought there was. Guess I'm tripping. I thought there was a scarf. Oh well. There is. So where the hell did I put it? To remove the stabs with this among the board, like the Mode 65. Yeah, send me a video, Scrubs. I want to see how it worked for you. Did I move it to the bottom one over here? No, I did not. Huh. There's a scarf row? Oh, you're saying the scarf row. Never mind, never mind. I remember what you guys are saying. I thought there was a full novelty for it. Like an actual scarf novelty. I remember the scarf row thing. I don't think we'll use the scarf row though. What else do I need for this? Backspace. And delete. Peppa Bait? Let's see this. This is a cute set. What's it based off of? I love and hate that. I don't mind the set. It's kind of cool. Alright, I need the 7U spacebar here. Is it based off Peppa Pig? I had a feeling. Ooh. Oh wait, I need to put this back here. God, I actually kind of want to get rid of these trays. I got too many of them now for this set. I'll do it tomorrow morning. I'm too tired right now. All right, here's the board. The blue, I'm going to say this, guys, and I don't have a better way to demo this. Is it something to do? Hold on one second. Is it one of like these little LUT things that I have on? No, it's all the same. It's a little bit more green in person, at least from what I'm kind of seeing on the screen. I think it's just the Fuji camera. In fact, let me try to show you guys on this camera. This is a bit better. Bit more green. The Fuji's presenting this as a bit too blue, in my humble opinion. You didn't Teja used to do this? He used to go like... He used to put the camera like this. Wait, why isn't it focusing? Hello? Yeah, and then he would count down. Didn't Teja used to do that? And that would be his thumbnails? Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. For the screenshot, yeah. So it's a bit more green. Really pretty, though. This is a gorgeous combination. The board's $220. Actually, that's a Sony camera as my face cam. It's just because it's set to face mode, so I think it still detects my face behind it. And it's kind of like thinking something's just blocking it for a split second. But, alright, I guess let's see what this sounds like. We're using cherry black switches. I don't know if Sakula or Fuyu modded these. They feel like a pretty light spring. I know they're filmed and spring swapped and lubed with some 205. And then we're using the top mount with the aluminum plates, some night stabs. I do want to try a different spacebar. I want to just move the GMK spacebar over. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Let's move my GMK spacebar over to this guy. Okay, okay. I like it. Not another X2D victim? What happened, Draven? Who? This is very nice. Bit of a different sound profile going left to right here, though. I wonder if it just needs to be... Let me see something. Let me just see if I need to tighten up the screw on the back here. Let me see. I do think this sounds really freaking nice, though, as is. If I can get the spacebar to pop a little bit more, though, I'll be a happy camper, but we'll see. How does it compare to the Seabass? Totally different feel. So the feel of a top mount is a lot stiffer. If you guys don't like stiff keyboards, you probably won't care for top mount at all. The right side sounds perfect to me. Yeah, me too. I think the left side needs to be either tightened up or I don't know what's going on. I mean, yeah, it's all stabs all there. I noticed though, sometimes with cherry switches, unfortunately, sometimes it's just the cherry switch. Let me see something. I'll grab my soldering iron here for a moment. Turn you on and then just also tighten up this guy. The body of this keyboard is kind of OTD looking, very classic. It does have a very classic look to it. See how it's a bit flatter on this side? Poppy on this side? I just need to figure out what's going on. Cherry does that sometimes, like cherry switches can do that for sure. So I wonder if the cherry switch is just sitting on a bit of an angle somehow. So I'm just gonna warm up our things here and just kind of push. And push. Sometimes that's not it either, it's just... I did not mill max this one though. I think that's a little better. Let's see. Well. Yep, I think we fixed it. By the way, if you guys ever need to know how to fix that too, that's to tell you to do that. I wouldn't say it's... I feel like that's not super common knowledge, but cherry switches have a tendency to do that. I don't exactly know why. I think it's just because They're pretty weird when it comes to if they just don't get seated 100%. So screw these guys all back in. What did you do? Legitimately, I was asking. I was working. What I do to fix that particular problem, which kind of again only seems like I've ever had that happen with Cherry, is you gotta basically take your soldering iron, warm up the joints, and then as you're warming them up, just push down on your switch. Leave the space bar in; it's easier to do.
Almost 4 years
Thank you,
together.
Crummy. Appreciate you, man. And then just kind of push it back into place. Let it kind of seat better. We'll see, though. I don't know if it 100% fixed this, but usually it's just a switch sitting in perfectly if it's not the stab. On a hot swap board, if it's happened on a hot swap board, I would just say change the switch at that point. If it's hot swap, still might be leaning to a certain direction type thing. I don't know. I feel like that fixed it completely. Yeah, totally different keyboard now. Crazy. Little fix can go such a long way, huh? Very, very cool. Awesome board. Dude, I still can't believe the price point of this. $220. $220 is really nice for this. Like, I love classy looking keyboards. Low front height is always something I'm looking for in a keyboard as well. This has a 2-piece weight, which is pretty crazy too. So you have the external weight and the internal brass weight, which is fire. And what the nice thing about this too, I'll admit, like, if you don't care for the anime, like, it is what it is, but it's such a small part of this board that you'll never see it. If you didn't care for the anime, then you're in luck. You don't have to really give a shit about it, but yeah, in that case, or some cases, maybe it does turn you off from the board too. Maybe the weight isn't something you like, but it's such a small piece to this that I don't really feel compelled to be like, no. I wish it wasn't dependent on arrow key. I wish I wasn't dependent on arrow keys. I get you, bro. Do you have any cool white spacebars that could replace the GMK Choco Bar? Like separate, sold separate? I have no clue. To match NK Alluvia? Hey, hear me out, Sinister. If you're gonna go for this board and you have NK Alluvia, bro, get the raw metal one. I think it makes a lot of sense to go with the metal version of the board, like the raw version with a metal keycap. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think theme-wise, you're on point there. Oh, I don't know, Mizu. I don't know who sells replacement spacebars like that. No clue. It's 3 vendors. It's TypoWorks, Keyspensary, and Kibu. So I think 2 of those being Keyspensary and Kibu are global. And then I think TypoWorks is Taiwan. I think it's exclusively to Taiwan. Pretty good price point though. Pretty flawless build. Like, other than the little cable mishap there, which is no one's fault really. Well, we can blame Fuyu. Poor Fuyu. Pretty solid. I think this board's pretty solid, man. There's not a lot that I dislike. I don't think there's anything that I dislike about this. This turned out sweet. Again, maybe the only subjective thing, you may be turned off from the little engraving on the back of the keyboard here. Maybe that's something you're like, yeah, I fucking hate this thing. It's cool though. Very, very nice. The unfinished weights as an option, as well as sandblasted, are like literally perfect. I love having those options there too. Actually, let's see how everything else sounds, because I mean, I like the mods and everything too, so perfect. Spacebar is really nice and poppy on this too. Really nice. What did you do? How is it sounding before? Oh, I just reflowed the solder on the legs of the switch for the spacebar and pushed it back into place. It wasn't sitting 100%. I need at least control to be in the normal place. Oh, but you can get WinKey. There's two versions of this. It's HHKB and WinKey, so you can get the standard 60 for this too. You don't have to get the HHKB version. Just so we're all clear. Just in case someone looks at this and goes, yeah, I hate this. We should send this to Marcia? I think she'd hate me. Let's not. Let's not do it, guys. But yeah, what do you guys have planned for the rest of the night? This is cool though. Thanks to Kula and Fuyu. I don't know if Chung had any hand in this too. I feel like Chung's been busy, but thank you guys for sending this out. Let me know who I have to send this back. I'm guessing to you, Sakula, so if you don't mind DMing me after I take photos and stuff. Really nice board though. I really like it. Turned out good. I'm planning on getting buying a derivative. Ooh, the derivative's nice. That's a nice pick. I'll be catching some Z's. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of pumped up because of the coffee now. Maybe these late night coffees are a bad idea, but I'm gonna probably do a little bit of work, and then I might sit and play some games if I have time. But I do have a very early day tomorrow, and I kind of want to get stuff prepped for my early day. That's pretty much going to be my night. It's going to be nothing eventful. Yeah, we have the Lila tomorrow too. For this board, type in ! build, and I think it leads you to the group buy page. But I think on that page there's an info page. I'm pretty sure. I think there's a Notion page on that page. Let me go find it. Like I'm like 90% positive. Yeah. If you scroll down, there's an information page right underneath the word public group buy and lead time. Early days to get a full night's rest, I've always found. Yeah. I have no idea if the Venom would work in this. You might have to ask Sakula and Fuyu. I have no clue if it will. I wish I had one to test, but I don't have that particular PCB in. Whiplash. Whiplash does some dry MX two ways. We gotta love Whiplash. Amazing vendor in Portugal who also ships pretty good for the rest of the world too. They have good shipping worldwide. Is this supposed to be Prussian blue? Yeah, it's supposed to be Prussian blue. Just got the GAT Sage switches in Factory Loop aka dry as a bone. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised at all, dude. Are you gonna go? Wait. Oh, you are going too crazy at what we're cooking up, Alex? Like legitimately crazy? Okay, now I need to see. Now I need to know. So stoked now to learn how to solder. Toe. I have an article on my website if you want to get like some of my insights on it, but it's a fun process, man. Bullnose? Damn, okay. Some stuff with bowl? Alright though, guys. That's pretty much the stream today. My current go-to tactile? Bro, what are those new Gatorons called again? The Gatoron Type Rs? Those were fire as fuck. I think those are my new favorite tactile switch on the market. The Type Rs are insane. Like, I can't stress how cool they were. They felt so awesome. Maybe a palm plate as well? Yeah, Mizu, try it. Palm plate on the derivative the Susei is really fun because it's the right mount for that too. Alright though, guys, let's find someone to raid. I'm gonna get off here and start start my work now so I don't have to wake up super early tomorrow. We'll finish some of my work.
If Scrubs is saying Alex is gonna go crazy, he's probably cooking on summoning Nyalathotep.
What is that, Annie? Explain to me. Mouse keyboard is never plug. Okay. Explain to me. Mouse keyboard is. Let's see who's on. Anyone building the keys? Rue is building keyboards again. Let's raid Rue. Alright, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. By soon, I mean tomorrow. I'm going to try, if I have some time tomorrow, just because I know I have a pretty full day, I'm going to try to do our weekly, God, what's the stream called? The co-working stream. I'm gonna really try my best. If I can't get on, I apologize. I know I have a super busy day tomorrow. But yeah, I'll try my best. Until then, guys, until tomorrow, because I'm streaming tomorrow night anyways. I'll see you guys. Have a good night. Sleep well. Big kisses. And you guys have a good night, okay? Love you guys. Thanks for being here as always. So see you guys soon.